Welcome to the Side B, where we step beyond the stories we think we know and dive into the minds we never truly understood. Some stories stay with us, not because of the events that happened, but because of what those events reveal about human nature. Rafal's journey, in Orb, on the moving earth, is one such story. Before we dive into the depths of Rafal's mind, let's understand the world he lived in. Orb, on the moving earth, tells the story of humanity's earliest struggle to understand the heavens. A time when astronomy wasn't science, it was taboo. A time when questioning the sky was seen as questioning God himself. The belief that Earth was the center of the universe was so deeply woven into faith, power, and identity that challenging it was called blasphemy. Countless researchers, thinkers, and dreamers lost their lives simply for asking new questions, for imagining new ideas. Rafal's journey, in Orb, on the moving earth, is one such story. It's not just about astronomy, it's not about science, it's not even about rebellion. It is about us, our fears, our beliefs, our courage, our mistakes, our sacrifices, our endless hunger to seek meaning. Today, we are not retelling the plot, we are understanding the heart of what Rafal's story teaches us. The feelings, the behaviors, the truths we often ignore but carry within us. One of the strongest lessons from Rafal's world is simple. Humans do not fear the truth. They fear the consequences of truth. In Rafal's world, people weren't afraid of astronomy. They were afraid that new knowledge would collapse the world they built on fragile beliefs. Rafal believed in heliocentrism, the idea that the Earth moves around the sun, a truth that we now accept as normal. But in his time, it stood directly against the Church's belief that God created the Earth as the center of the universe. To the Church, this wasn't just a scientific disagreement. It was a threat, a danger that could undermine their teachings, their authority, their control over society, and the order they believed held the world together. And so, they opposed it with fear. Not because the theory was wrong, but because they were terrified of what accepting it would mean. This is human behavior at its core. We protect beliefs as if they are our identity. We defend them as if questioning them erases us. Even today, we prefer comforting illusions over unsettling clarity. Rafal's world is simply a mirror to our own. Rafal was only 12, but he carried a courage far older than his age. He didn't fight with weapons. He didn't argue loudly. He didn't wage war. His rebellion was simple, silent, and pure. He asked questions. Curiosity is often the first spark that threatens systems built on fear. And that is why it is powerful. Rafal teaches us that curiosity is not childish. It is the purest form of courage. Because the moment we stop questioning, we stop growing. One of the most emotionally complex lessons comes from Rafal's father, Potosky. He loved his son deeply, but that very love became fear. Fear of losing him, fear of the Church, fear of the consequences. And fear makes even good people do painful things. We see this everywhere. Parents clipping the wings of talented children because they're afraid the world will hurt them. Partners restricting each other in the name of protection. Societies preventing progress in the name of tradition. Rafal's story teaches us, love without courage becomes imprisonment. Love without freedom becomes fear. Rafal was a child, yet carried the wisdom of someone far older. This teaches us something beautiful. Age does not define depth. Inspiration does. A person can be 12 and think like a philosopher. A person can be 50 and still fear new ideas like a child. And Rafal's inspiration grew faster than his years. Rafal's world shows a truth we often avoid. Humans change only when they break. Hubert had to burn. Petoskey had to confront guilt. Rafal had to face prison. Beliefs had to collapse. Hearts had to shatter. Transformation rarely begins in comfort. It begins in conflict, confusion, pain, and the courage to continue anyway. Rafal teaches us that growth feels like destruction before it feels like evolution. One of the most profound lessons comes from a single question. Is the world simple and beautiful? Because when he tried to answer it honestly, he looked again at the geocentric theory, the belief that Earth stands still and everything else circles around it. And for the first time, he saw how forced it was, how unnatural, how unnecessarily complicated. Rafal realized that if God truly designed the universe, why would he create something so tangled and painfully complex? Why would planetary paths twist into confusion when beauty is always born from clarity? This question lingered in his mind, echoing deeper and deeper. And as he began exploring the idea of heliocentrism, something incredible happened. The chaos disappeared. The confusion untangled. The planets moved smoothly. Patterns became clear. Everything fell into place, with elegance and purpose. Rafal didn't just see a new theory. He saw beauty. He saw simplicity. He saw a universe that finally made sense. And in that moment, he understood something timeless. Truth is simple. We are the ones who make it complicated. This question changed Rafal's life, because when he traced beliefs built on fear and dogma, he saw complexity, chaos, force. The universe is simple. Life is simple. Love is simple. This question changed Rafal's life. We complicate them with fear and assumptions and expectations and beliefs that trap us. Rafal's journey teaches us to look for truth in simplicity. Rafal didn't choose death because he was weak. He chose it because the idea had already won. And war, and God. When Rafal was finally caught researching the forbidden truth of heliocentrism, the church gave him a choice, a cruel, impossible choice. He could relinquish all his research, burn every idea, erase every calculation, and confess that he would never again look at the sky or pursue this path. If he did that, they would let him live. If he refused, they would destroy him. Most people would choose safety. Most people would choose survival. But something happened in that cold, dark prison cell that changed everything. As Rafal sat alone, with chains on his wrists and fear in his chest, a thin beam of moonlight slipped through the iron bars and fell across the floor. He looked up, and in that silent moment, as the moonlight touched him, the same light that touched the moon itself before traveling across the darkness to reach his cell, Rafal felt something awakening inside him. A connection, a calling, a purpose. Even behind stone walls, the universe still found a way to reach him. And in that gentle touch of moonlight, he remembered why he began. He remembered why he questioned. He remembered why truth mattered. In that moment, he understood. Ideas are eternal. Bodies are not. Death is not the end if your inspiration continues. Some live long lives and leave nothing behind. Some live short lives and leave a universe behind. Rafal became immortal not by surviving, but by choosing meaning over fear, truth over safety, inspiration over life. This is the emotional heart of Rafal's legacy. Humans die. Ideas don't. Hubert died. Rafal died. Countless seekers before them died. Their bodies vanished, but their inspiration survived. And here lies the heartbreaking beauty of human progress. Imagine the countless lives we lost, just to understand the very ideas we now live so comfortably with. Today we celebrate science, freedom, knowledge, progress, but rarely do we stop and ask, do we know how many died? Just to imagine the things we take for granted today. Every formula, every theory, every right, every freedom was paid for by someone's courage and someone else's suffering. Rafal's life reminds us, progress is never free. It is built on sacrifice we often forget. Every character in Rafal's story, believer or skeptic, teacher or child, priest or prisoner, was searching for something: meaning, safety, truth, power, faith, hope. But Rafal's search was the purest. He searched for understanding. Humans can survive without purpose, but they cannot live without it. Rafal teaches us, your purpose is where your curiosity meets your courage. At the end of the story, a new generation looks at the sky. A new child wonders. A new spark ignites. This is the message the writer wanted to leave behind. Inspiration never dies. It only changes hands. And the question Rafal left behind becomes a compass for life itself. Is it simple? Is it beautiful? Ask this about your decisions, your relationships, your beliefs, your fears, your dreams. If the answer is yes, you are on the right path. If the answer is no, you are resisting truth. Life is simple and beautiful. We are the ones who make it complicated. Rafal's story is not about astronomy. It is about humanity, about how fragile we are, and yet how powerful we can be, how fearful we are, yet how courageous a single idea can make us. We learn that curiosity is sacred, fear shapes belief, love needs courage, inspiration is ageless, sacrifice fuels progress, pain precedes transformation. Truth is simple, and ideas outlive us all. Rafal's body died. His inspiration didn't. The next Rafal may be alive today. Maybe in a classroom. Maybe in a troubled home. Maybe in a curious child looking at the sky. Maybe it is you. Look up. Ask your questions. Find your inspiration, because everything we seek, truth, beauty, purpose, God, is both above us and within us.